Rocket League is a multiplayer game that functions similarly to football, except instead of controlling a player, you control a rocket-powered car. To win, players must hit the large ball into their opponent's goal and have the most goals at the end of the time limit. The premise is simple, but the skill and coordination you need to play at the highest level is exponential. Rocket League is free to play, with optional cosmetics that can be purchased. Matches typically last 5 minutes, but will extend beyond that into overtime if both teams have the same number of goals at the end of the time limit. Rocket League is a PEGI 3 rated game, meaning it is suitable for all age groups. It can be played by up to 4 players on the same device, or up to 8 players online. Cross-platform capability is also enabled, meaning you can play with players on different devices to your own. From the main menu, you are immediately presented with a number of buttons. When looking to start a game, there are a number of game modes to choose from after clicking the play button. Casual is the standard game, played in teams of 1, 2, 3 or 4. Competitive is the ranked version of the standard game, which gives players ranks based on their wins and performance. This can be played in teams of 1, 2 or 3, 3 being the competitive standard in esports. Extra modes consist of a handful of fun changes to the standard game, such as basketball hoops or hockey pucks, and tournaments is another ranked mode that allows for players to enter 32-team single elimination tournaments to earn in-game credits. You can also choose training, within which there is a tutorial, a selection of training scenarios, and a custom training browser with a selection of user-created training maps. Custom games lets you choose to play an exhibition, a custom offline match only available to those on the same device, season, an offline tournament mode where you compete against computer-controlled opponents, and private match, a custom online match that you can invite friends to without playing with people you don't know. Here are some things parents should be aware of. Although the game is free to play, players can optionally purchase items in-game using credits, Rocket League's in-game currency. These items do not give any form of advantage to players, they are purely cosmetic. Credits can be bought in bundles of 500, 1,100, 3,000 or 6,500, with the current prices being as you see on screen now. The cosmetics available range from car decorations, to goal explosions, to songs that play when a goal is scored. There are 3 ways in which items can be unlocked. The first is via free blueprints randomly given to players after matches. These blueprints tell you exactly what the reward is and how many credits it will cost to unlock, eliminating the gambling element of loot boxes that are often present in games. The second is via the item shop seen on the main menu. There are also esports related cosmetic items that cost esports tokens, which are separate from regular credits and can be bought in bundles of 100, 600, 1,200 and 2,500. The third is a Rocket Pass, available for a one-time purchase each season, which lasts approximately 3 months. This gives extra rewards and cosmetics as you play matches. The game does have built-in voice chat, but it is rarely used due to it not being well built. However, there is in-game text chat that can be used freely to communicate with your team and the enemy team. The easiest method of communication is the quick chat, which has preset messages that can be quickly sent without interrupting gameplay. Players are also free to type their own messages, but they can only be seen by those on the same device, such as between PC and PC, or Xbox and Xbox. As such, it is possible for bad language to be seen. However, the developers of Rocket League have implemented rules to punish anyone who is inappropriate or abusive with the text chat, such as chat bans or even game bans. Parental controls aren't yet available within Rocket League itself, but parental controls do exist on the platforms the game can be played on. Epic Games and Steam on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo all have their own parental controls that you can set if you wish to. Please visit the website in the description if you'd like to learn more about what is available. As with most online games, Rocket League gameplay cannot be paused during an online match. Pausing will bring the menu up for the player, but the game will continue in the background without them.
Hi there, my name is Andy and my son Ethan is 11 years old and has been playing Rocket League now for a few years. It was a big game for us during lockdown. It's the sort of game that you can just jump into for 15 minutes, have a couple of games and move on again with your day, which is great because Ethan has a very balanced lifestyle, so making sure that he's got games that do sort of fuel that enjoyment, but also is infused with some wonderful creativity. So the fusion of of cars with football isn't something that for me certainly, or even for him, would be a massive appeal, but somehow that combination works incredibly well. And I think the creative, wacky side of it is incredibly appealing. The cars can do all sorts of tricks, have different sorts of powers, and there's a lot of ways in which you can customize the game as well. So it has that kind of personalized aspect to it. But I think for me as a parent, one of the things I really love about it is that it sort of sparks Ethan's imagination to think about things differently. And gaming for me, especially when it's about trying to give them access to entirely different worlds, it's for me certainly a game that inspires that imagination to think differently about the future. Even it's the sort of game that I think also allows him to feel quite like he's having a playful time. It's a kind of playground of creativity. So Rocket League is a good start for me, for anyone that's sort of getting into esports. Certainly it's a good way to see the possibilities to develop some of those quick-minded skills that are necessary for many games and for many parts of life as well, but also that agility as well, thinking strategically, trying to figure out how to win in any kind of competition is, I think, helped by playing Rocket League. So it's certainly one that I think you can start off quite young at. It is quite limited in its sort of customization and luring into purchasing things. So again, that appealed to me certainly as well as a parent. But yeah, I'd recommend getting into it, trying it out, playing together, which I think is a crucial part of that life that children need to go through when they're gaming. And certainly it's one to look at, I think, for the future as well, to see where it kind of brings together lots of different aspects of our lives, not just that gaming skills, but also the other kind of agility, cognitive agility, which I think is such a big part of today's world. So yeah, take a look.
To summarise, Rocket League is one of the most accessible esports titles available due to its low barrier to entry and simple premise. The best players are sensational to watch as they expertly manoeuvre their cars in mid-air to score incredible goals. Young people have plenty of ways to engage with the competitive side of Rocket League, such as ranking up in the competitive game mode or through tournaments made available by Rocket League themselves as well as other third-party organisers. If your child is interested in the professional scene, they can tune into the Rocket League Championship Series and follow British-led teams such as Williams Resolve, Guild Esports, Endpoint CEX, or Wolves Esports. If you'd like to learn more about esports and how you can support your child with it, visit our website at britishesports.org, where you can find our Parents and Carers Guide, created in collaboration with NSPCC. You can find a link in the description below.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons to our channel. If you want more content like this, visit our website britishesports.org, and you can find links to all of our other social media accounts in the description down below.